My name is Hinkage once again, and I am back with another match. This is one that I just picked at random. Alright. So, Gengar Breloom lead goes right into Lanturn. Lanturn gang on the substitute Gengar. On a Focus Punch substitute Gengar, so we're off to a great start. 41% Focus Punch. That's more than that Poliwhirl was doing. But then again, it's Lanturn, so... Anyway, Thunderbolt to break sub again. Goes right into Doug. Traps Lanturn, gang. It's over. It's Lanturn bros, we lost. Alright, goes right back into Breloom. Choice Band Doug can't do anything. Claydol takes the Spore. What does Breloom do now? Hidden Power Ghost. We're off to a rocketed start. Endure Breloom. This is probably Aerial Ace Doug Trio. Endure probably has Slackberry. Oh, yeah. Okay, what does Slack Breloom do now? It can't Spore because Claydol is already asleep. What's its final move? Alright, just gonna Hidden Power Ghost. Take the loss. Registeel comes in on Doug. Aerial Ace. Can't do anything. Gets the sub up. Claydol is fast asleep. Excuse me. I think I might be getting sick. Claydol is still sleeping. Seismic tossing away. Oh yeah, we're going at this. Seismic toss again. Claydol stays sleeping. And taking down Registeel solos Claydol with Seismic toss. Suicune comes in. God, I'm sorry. Registeel can't really do anything against Suicune. Neither can that Mence, evidently. He gets roared into Mence, and Mence switches right back into Registeel. But this is probably Calm Mind Rest Suicune. Probably defensive. Registeel can't really do anything here. It can explode. That's about it. Substitute Seismic Toss, Thunder Wave. Yeah, Seismic Toss isn't going to do anything with Lefty's recovery. Switches right into Doug, takes the Seismic Toss, and dies. I'm not sure why he's switched out there. Gets the Paralysis on Thunderbolt, but gets T-Waves himself back. No HP Fire, I guess. Maybe it's HP Grass or Ice, which would mean probably Slackberry, Endure Slack. Thunderbolt again. I mean, he's gonna kill the Registeel. Yeah, there's Slack. Or I guess it could be Subpataya, if you really want to go crazy. Registeel takes out Magneton. Registeel single-handedly soloing Magdoll. Nothing Magdoll can do about Registeel. That's a joke. Okay, so Earthquake on that. Is it banned? Takes the Wisp. Alright. Dragon Dance. Easy. He knew he had Lum. Wisp might not even have hit. Imagine that, then you could have gotten two D dances. Rock Slide takes it out. Who's his Rock Resist now? Registeel might be the only one, really. I mean, Breloom. That doesn't really count. Just Registeel. T-Tar might take it out now. T-Tar can one-shot this still. And it does. Okay. Gengar. Gengar can't really do much against T-Tar. You can Wisp it, but it's not going to matter at this point. T-Bolt. Crit, but no paralysis. Rock Slide again. Alright, game 1 to Real-Time Glover. Nice. GG. Game 2. We're underwater this time. Alright, is that the same lead as before, but different teams? Gengar goes right for the Ice Punch on Porygon 2. That's not going to do anything. No freeze. Goes into Blissey. Neither one of these Pokemon are going to be doing anything to one another. Goes into Fortress on the T-Wave. I mean, Fortress doesn't love that, but I mean, it's slow anyway, so. Goes right into Gengar. Fire Punch here. Gets up a Spike. Nope, just T-Bolt. Spikes aren't showing up for me either, but there's one layer of spikes there. We need to fight. No, I don't know how to fix it. Excuse me, I had to mute my mic. Oh man, I'm coughing a lot now. Claydol comes in. This is looking like nearly the same team, but I think the Blissey is new. Claydol can't do anything but spin. Oh, Psychics. You expected the Gengar switch in, but catching Breloom is good too. Claydol put right to sleep again. Deja vu, just like last game. Substitute. So this is a different Breloom set as well. Wakes up right away. Early bird Claydol. Psychics again, he's going right back to sleep. Too weak to make a substitute now, though, so what's Breloom gonna do? Leech Seed. Sub-Leech. This looks like a Gen 4 Breloom. Just, Lefties is not as good as Poison Heal. Ice Punches again, still no freeze. Gengar slowly chipped away. This Porygon 2 is, looking like it's gonna be tough to break. Maybe Claydol can boom on it? Is that his only hope? Claydol's got to boom on that. It also has to boom on this. And it does! Okay. I mean, it's kind of gotta... Can't really do both. Yeah, because now what is Swampert going to do against Porygon 2? If it's offensive, maybe, but... It's still only doing like a quarter. Switches out back into Blissey. This is the perfect song for this set, damn. Alright, so Gengar now. Ice Punch, T-Bolt, no Fire Punch most likely. Wisp, okay. Maybe Taunt, probably the last one. Defensive Gengar. That Wisp is good. That's gonna slowly chip down Porygon 2. I mean, it's better. It's really the only chance he has. I mean, T-Bolt recover, probably Ice Beam, and something else. T-Wave or Toxic. Probably Toxic on this team. Gengar just fishing for crits here with T-Bolt. Fishing for crits with Ice Punch. I mean, if you're going to fish for crits, you should be using T-Bolt. It's stronger. Unless he thought he was going to switch into Pert or Breloom. Which he might. I mean, makes sense. Nope, still just... He could switch into Blissey to stall this out. Like, Gengar is slowly dying here. Destiny Bond! He doesn't fall for it. I would have fallen for that. I would have attacked. Because, let's see. He's at, what, 56? Gengar is at 20? I mean, Recover is the safe play, because crit T-Bolt could have done like 46 or something like that, and then the burn with lefties would have brought him down to like 5%. So that's definitely the safe play, but, yeah, smart. Destiny Bond is the last thing I was expecting. But way too careful. Does not fall into that trap. Destiny Bonds again. I guess, I'm not sure why. He gives him a free setup turn. It's like, he knows you're going to Destiny Bond now. I guess he figured his Porygon 2 was at full. But I mean, now he knows that you have it. He's not going to attack you. Jolteon can't do anything against Blissey. No lefty is recovery on Jolteon either. So, could be Slack? No. Jolteon would not. Pataya. Pataya. Or Choice Band. Good one. Okay, both of them spike up. He is probably trying... He gets 3 layers of spikes. And then he finally doesn't get paralyzed and Gengar is there to block spin. But Hidden Power Ghost from Fortress. Well, not revenging, but, you know, revenging from past lives. All the times it's been walled by Gengar. D-Dance on Fortress, okay. Takes that turn, the obvious spin there. But now Fortress can boom for chip damage. Yep. But T-Tar with +2, well, +1 attack now, +2 speed. That can still take out Mence, but now you can just cycle out Intimidates on Rock Slides. It's not even hitting. Rock Slide not even hitting. But the rare Neil deGrasse Tyson I was gonna say Gary or Gengar. Tyranitar with Hidden Power Grass. But now Mence comes out again. Intimidates once more. He's back to neutral. He kind of has to attack there or else Mence is going to kill him. Misses anyway. So, I mean, in retrospect, Mence could have stayed in. Just gotta get that 1 in 10 chance. Blissey comes out. Yeah, because there's nothing... T-Tar would have died. Well, he wouldn't have died. He could have lived that Ice Beam there, but... doesn't want to take it, I guess. Yeah, but there's nothing Blissey can do now that it's toxic. Yeah, this is kind of looking like... Let's see. Pert could break it if it gets lucky. Blissey's not going to break it. Scarm isn't going to do anything. None of these are really going to do much against this Porygon 2. And it's got Bolt Beam, so Scarm doesn't even beat it. Switches out to Jolteon anyway. Still... Okay. HP Ice probably on Jolteon. So he's got subs. Just Earthquakes to subs. Yeah, he's not afraid. He's convinced it's HP Ice. I mean, that's normally what Jolteon runs. Yeah, Baton Pass. Doesn't even tries to bluff HP Grass, but he doesn't even fall for it. But I mean, he at least should have protected or something. He's just going all out. He is like, I know you do not have it. Okay, protect, but on the switch, doesn't matter. Scarm comes in. Porygon 2 recovers again. Recover is such a good move in this game. 32 PP, that's insane. Basically, it means you'll never die. Okay, yeah, Pataya Berry Jolteon. Free T-Bolts here, but Swampert comes in. Reads the Swampert switch in. HP Grass after all. Swampert should have been afraid the whole time. Does T-Bolt kill here? No, no way. No way. Blissey, easy recovery, and then dies to Sandstorm. Yeah. Maybe a crit would have done 50. Damn, imagine that. 50% Thunderbolt on Bliss. But comes in, Spores, gets a free sub here, or could Spore again, because Blissey could switch out with Natural Cure, and then no Sleep Claws. He doesn't even have to, though. Like, what's Scarm going to do to him? Drill Peck? Maybe. It could Drill Peck. But I'm just not too worried about that. He does switch out. Does he Spore again? Leech Seeds. Okay, that's good too. That's good. Because Leech Seed, he could Drill Peck now. Oh, but he's faster. I mean, if you Drill Pecked, it would have to be Yellow Scarm, and even then it would be a speed tie. And it's probably not Yellow Scarm. Roar. Okay. Got a little greedy with that sub, but I understand it. Porygon 2 can just T-Bolt now. I mean, Blissey comes in, but it's taking spikes, and then T-Bolt, and then it's going to be forced to soft-boiled again. We're going to speed this up a bit. Toxic, yep. Soft-boiled. Recover, probably. Yep. Ice Beaming now. Can't even get a freeze because Porygon's actually burned. That burn kind of, in a way, coming back to haunt him. I mean, he'd have to get a super lucky freeze. And even then, you got a 1 in 5 chance every turn of thawing, so. Yeah, still 23 more recovers. Even if he only had 16 recovers, I mean, he'd only be like, what? He's used 9 of them, so he'd still have 7 more, but there's a big... 7 more recovers versus 23 more recovers. Like, Blissey might have been able to outlast him, possibly, with the burn. But, yeah, recovered 32. There's no choice. Scarm barely lives at 1%. But it's not really going to do anything here. It gets the 3rd layer of spikes, but that doesn't really matter much at this point. Like, what? Doesn't even kill Breloom on switching. T-Tar D-dances. He has no choice. Now he dies, yeah. Blissey's, it's over. Blissey can't do anything here. Blissey's gonna die to Toxic. Like, if Porygon 2 had T-Wave, maybe Blissey could outstall it, because then Breloom can't switch in on Ice Beam, Mence can't switch in on Ice Beam, so maybe. But this Toxic, that's why Porygon 2 runs Toxic, for situations like this. Because it can't, these two can't break each other. But then when there's nothing left for Blissey to switch to and it gets Toxic, then it's game over. We're going to speed this up even more. Because he is not giving up. There we go. There's the Toxic. I would forfeit now, but he's stubborn. So he's just going to stay in there. Fishing for crits that would only do 32 anyway. Like, crit's not going to save him here. Nothing will save you now. Blissey is just eternally suffering. And GG. Game 2. Alright. Game 3. Okay, 1-1. 1-1. Pretty close couple of games. I mean, Porygon 2, well, this wasn't that close. It seemed closer than what it was, but like 80 turns, but really it was over like 40 turns ago. Once like all he had, this team had nothing to take out Porygon 2. Really. I mean, who can't really base a team around Porygon 2, I guess. I mean, it's kind of similar to Blissey, though. Either way, game 3 now. Let's see what they bring. Smeargle, Celebi lead. Celebi might baton pass out because Smeargle switched, but, you know, it could do literally anything. And I think Celebi outspeeds Smeargle, though, so a substitute would have beaten Spore if you went for it there. Baton passes the sub into Kingdra. I don't know how... Kingdra's not really a Salamence switch-in. HP flying, probably. Goes right into Rain Dance. Yep, very good. Protect to stall out rain turns. Yep, expected. Surf again, does over half. Earthquake for Chip. He's going to get some lefties recovery. No lefties on Kingdra. No lefties. Protects again to stall out. Rain turns. Celebi once again eats that surf, no problem. Are we going to stay in? Nope, we're going right to our own Celebi. A smart, like, obvious play. You know, it's going to Leech Seed. No need for Kingdra to take any more Chip. Especially since it has no lefties. Celebi gets a free Leech Seed here. HP flying again. Let's see if the Mence has... No lefties on Mence either. Could be banded. I think... I don't know how much Mence HP flying does, but it's probably banded. Doesn't want to get toxic either. Calm Mind was Celebi HP fire? Probably not. Baton passes right into Gengar. Gengar with a +1 Calm Mind. But it still can't touch Lax. If it's got Wisp, let's see if it's defensive. No Wisp. Goes right into Mence. He's a Shadow Ball. Still a strong Shadow Ball, even after the Intimidate. Snorlax now, back into Melodic. Into Celebi, though, so now he's on the back foot here. Doesn't matter, he switches into Celebi again. Neither Celebi can really hurt each other. They're both doing the same thing. Leech Seed, Baton Pass, Calm Mind. This one has Substitute, though. Oracles might have... Okay, Calm Mind, Mence. If this is mixed Mence... I doubt it. Like, no one runs Lum mixed Mence. But if it is mixed Mence, it doesn't matter anyway, because this also is +1. But I mean, imagine. Imagine if that wasn't the case. Switches out again. +1 Milotic. Looks like probably a standard, though, Milotic. Like, looks like it has high defense. Toxic, Refresh, Surf. Fortress gets seated. He can spin that away, though, really. I mean, not on Gengar. That's probably why he went to Gengar. But he just sets up spikes anyhow. My spikes aren't showing up. I wonder why. That happens not when I watch the replay on my own, but in these. Smeargle comes back out. Gets an easy Spore now. Anything is going to sleep. The thing with switching in Celebi or like Natural Cure, though, is just like last game with Breloom. They can heal at any time. So, kind of a counter. D-Dance Mence. It is D-Dance. So it must be Lum. Celebi comes in on Milotic again. Yeah, Milotic, however you say it. I say it like 2 different ways. Can't really do anything to Celebi. It's just Natural Cure. Smeargle again. on the Fortress. Spores it this time. No Celebi switching. Alright, Fortress switches out into Gengar. Setting up spikes. Transform Smeargle. Now we have heard of this. Transform Smeargle. He's going for Body Slam hacks. Gets it on the first try. If that were me, it would never happen. But, you know, when it's against me, it always happens on the first try. Alright, Ment's coming in to... Doesn't do anything. Tries to intimidate it. Jolteon now. What's Jolteon going to do against a Snorlax? Basically full health Snorlax. It's going to get Body Slammed. Probably trying to get Paralysis hacks, and then he can pass his sub. And then where does he go from there, though? What does he even do with that sub once he gets it? Maybe goes into Smeargle. But no Paralysis. 4 turns of substitutes, not a single Paralysis. I guess that evens out, though. I mean, he got Body Slam Paralysis first turn, so... But still, now he can transform. He gets the stat boost, and he's not paralyzed himself. So... But Smeargle has way less HP than Snorlax. So he's going to be taking way more from Body Slams. I'm assuming this set is Shadow Ball, Curse, Body Slam, Rest. The infamous and very good Curslax, and totally not, you know, chipped by Sandstorm and Tyranitar and whatever else. But there is no Tyranitar right now, so it's going to be doing work. Barely lives the Body Slam. He has to rest if he has it. Yep, there's rest, but gets paralyzed, so gets a free full heal. But that just means that he can rest. That Real-Time Glover can rest as well. If he's not paralyzed. Is he paralyzed both turns? No, he cursed once and then he was paralyzed. Okay, it's a curse war and Real-Time Glover is getting paralyzed. There's another curse. Even with attack and defense. Alright, it's a curse war then. Body Slam only doing 35. 29 after lefties. Body Slam, Body Slam. No Paralysis still. Or maybe he had it and he rested it off, but he's not paralyzed now. Okay, there's rest. He can switch out now. In fact, he'll probably... This is a good opportunity to switch out and roar with Swampert if he can. Because he's going to run out of PP. Like, he's got 1 curse, 5 Shadow Ball, but that can't do anything. Body Slam only has 1... Because Smeargle transform, he's going to lose the PP war. So he's got to switch out and roar here. If he can. Goes into Celebi. Probably going to try to Leech Seed and substitute here. Yep. I guess Swampert doesn't have roar. Goes back into Smeargle. Or he knows something I don't. Shadow Ball. Why would you Shadow Ball there? What are you trying to hit? Gengar, I guess, because he's worried about Leech Seed stall, but Gengar doesn't really threaten you either way. Like, it can't boom. You're at +5 defense. Boom isn't going to do anything to you. Like, yeah, it can, if you Body Slam into Gengar, you lose a little bit of health due to Leech Seed, but that's not gonna... It's not really a game ender. Meanwhile, Body Slamming here would have been a game ender. Because what would we have then? The Celebi can't do anything. That gets Shadow Ball. Gengar gets Shadow Ball, and Swampert, I'm guessing, doesn't have Roar. Or it would die. Even with lefties, well, spikes, but then lefties, it would probably still be at like 55 or something. Yeah, so Swampert would die. If you Body Slam there, at worst, you don't hit Gengar, and at best, you win the game. So, that's my Monday morning quarterback analysis. Should have Body Slammed. But he didn't. Now Smeargle's in here. He gets a free transform. It's all a stat boost, and he's taking 41, but Lefty's recovery and Chip brings him... That's healing him so much. That brought him, I think that healed 17 to 43, so like, what, 26% he's healing every turn? Curse is up, trying to get to full. Trying to do over half here, but he is back to full health. Body slam, 46% now. That's still not enough. Because then he's healing like 26%. Wow, and now he's at max defense. He needs a crit here. Real-time Glover is going to need a crit to break this. No crit there. He's back to doing 41%. Like, Smeargle is only doing 27%, but this Leech Seed, and he gets the paralysis again, and Snorlax is down. Now who's the Snorlax? Now he can Shadow Ball, and Celebi is just dead. Misses the Leech Seed anyhow. Tries to do it right back to him, but he can't. He probably, if he had gotten that Leech Seed, he could probably stall him with Fortress. Then he would have to change. Because, yeah, I mean, it's +5 attack Snorlax. How much would that do against Fortress? Probably under half. It would probably be a 3-hit KO, but then you got Leech Seed, though, and it could also, who knows, but goes for Thunder Wave. Not really much Jolteon can do here. Doesn't even have Leech Seed to stall him out with Subseed. Yeah, that would have worked too. He could do Subseed. Well, he got lucky that that T-Wave paralyzed him that turn too. Yeah, but I mean, it evens out, I guess. I mean, lucky T-Wave paralysis. I mean, well, smart T-Wave, but lucky that it paralyzed on the same turn, and then he could substitute. But unfortunate that he didn't get the Leech Seed. Gets a crit, though. So we're still in this. If he gets paralyzed this turn, I think Jolteon can kill. Oh, yeah. But he doesn't. He rests, and he goes right back up to full. But now you got 2 turns to do something. This Jolteon does not have Roar. They recommend Jolteon run Roar, and for the most part, I think it's relatively useless, but I'm bad, and in this situation, Roar would be very good. So, I don't think this is the situation that they recommend you run Roar, but it would certainly be helpful. Probably has Baton Pass instead. Just trying to T-Bolt and crit his way to victory. I mean, you gotta remember, this is a Smeargle, not a Snorlax, so that's why Thunderbolt is doing like 30-something. But he still dies to a Body Slam. Kingjar should be able to finish this off. Yeah, easy Surf. That's the good part about running Surf. I said in the previous video, you want Hydro. But right there, that's when you want Surf for revenge killing. But I mean, how often is Kingjar revenge killing anyway? Alright, over half with... Well, not over half, just under half. But that should still kill next. Just sacks Celebi, doesn't even try to go to Swampert. Gengar now should be able to revenge. Yep. And with T-Bolt, Melodic probably 2-hit KO'd. Can't 2-hit... Maybe can 2-hit KO Gengar in return, but it's slower. Obviously, it's going to get outsped, and then Fortress is still asleep, so this is looking like it's over. Looks like GG. Thunderbolt did 47, yeah. Oh, Milotic, actually T-Bolt, kind of a range. 47 must be defensive Gengar. But then Surf did 54. So what? So Surf is a 2-hit KO on Gengar. But T-Bolt is not a... Is a 3-hit KO on Melodic? Damn. Well, it's a range. Yeah. He does even less that time. Surf kills. Alright, Swampert Melodic. Can Surf kill here? With a crit. But probably not on its own. Heals up. Well, plus Swampert's gonna protect. Goes into Fortress. Now Melodic can't come back in. So Melodic is done. Like, why would you switch out there? I mean, he's gonna protect, yeah, but you could have gotten Chip, and then maybe Fortress wakes up and he can Earthquake. Now now Melodic is dead. It can't come back. He only has one hope now. All I can do now is hope that he wakes up and explodes, but that's not very likely. And Swampert can also protect. I mean, he could double protect. Alright, Swampert Surf, though, too. I'm assuming he's got Surf or Hydro. That should be, like, at least 3 hit. Okay, 3 hit after lefties, yeah. Fortress still asleep. Needs to wake up here. He does. He explosions! And he wins! Real-Time Glover wins with the last second explosion. What was he at? He was at like 43 heals. He was at like 2% or something. 6%. Excuse me. Wakes up, explosion, Swampert. Wow. Good games.
Thank you to Robert Walsh with $11.12. I am really enjoying the ADV Revival. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Very kind. And Dr. BY with $10 says, loving ADV Revival so far. Great battles all around. Thank you, Jimothy and team, for amplifying my favorite Pokemon generation. No problem, Doctor. Thank you for your service as well. We're closing on 3,000, folks. Let's do it.
Oh, KO by 1 hit! It scattered spikes!
The money got